What's going on, everyone? Aaron Soto here, and today I'm going to do my first commentary for 2022. And this is going to be a commentary on Inside Out Fan 2001's rants on The Suicide Squad 2021. Why, you may be asking? Well, his behavior just gets worse, and worse every time the more I think about him. But if you still like this user, that's fine by me. But to me, this user's horrible. So, grab your snacks, your popcorn, your apples, your candy, and grab whatever you can find. And let's begin the commentary.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I honestly didn't want to do this video. I'm sorry. I honestly didn't want to do this. Screw it. I just gotta do it because
Oh my gosh. This is when you're acting like a complete man-child Inside Out Fan 2001. My god. This is when your behavior is going right downhill. First, you did a rant on No Time to Die. Then you celebrate Frozen Fan 2001's termination. And now you're rant on the Suicide Squad 2021. We're gonna keep going through this. I really do not really deal with all the crap you have done.
honestly, yes, it's true. Yes. I actually dislike this movie now. I honestly now dislike the James Gunn Suicide Squad. I don't.
Wow, you just dislike the James Gunn Suicide Squad? All because of something? Well, we're gonna continue this commentary by going into real details why you hate the James Gunn Suicide Squad. And don't worry, guys, this is just for constructive criticism purposes only.
Like this movie anymore. So, what up, y'all? Intel fan 2001 here. And time for me to do a rant. This is a rant on the James Gunn Suicide Squad. Oh boy. So, the James Gunn Suicide Squad is about this group of villains who has to stop this giant starfish monster and a bunch of army of starfish people. And yeah, that's pretty much the film. Now, of course,
Wow, dude. Wow. You could have gone into the plot a little bit more. Wow. Just wow. You could have gone into the plot a little bit more, bud.
I did review this film when it first came out, and I did do a review on it. But honestly, guys, ever since its release, guys, I got to admit, my thoughts I barely thought about this film since then. Yep, I barely rethought about this film. And of course, about a week ago, I decided to rewatch this film a week ago, and honestly, I thought it was all right. But honestly, the other day while I was at work, I was kind of thinking and just puzzling and looking back on this film, like sort of rethinking about it. And then I decided to rewatch it again. And honestly, I gotta admit, this movie just isn't for me, guys.
And how is this movie aimed for you? Can you explain why? Because so far, you're not going into real details why you hate this movie.
This is not my kind of Suicide Squad. It's really bad. Now,
And how is it bad exactly? Can you explain, please? Because after all, you're not going into real details of why you hate it.
don't get wrong, it's no Batman and Robin or Iron Man 2. It's not god-awful or anything. It's not like one of the worst comic book movies of all time. But personally, I gotta be honest, this is my least favorite DCU movie ever, guys. In my opinion, this is the first bad DCU movie. Yeah, I officially gotta admit. Now, I'm a person. I stuck with the DCU for a long time, guys. I defended a majority of their movies, even though they got a lot of bad criticism. I just want to explain why this Suicide Squad movie is not my kind of Suicide Squad movie. And yes, comparisons to the 26.
And how is it not your kind of Suicide Squad movie? Can you explain, please? I'm not gonna go through the rest. We're gonna skip it because I really do not want to hear it.
No purpose for this to be R-rated. Yes, it's a different direction. I know. Actually, scratch what I said there. I don't mind it being R-rated. It does feel more faithful to the comics that way, but it could have been handled better. Just don't use it all the time to use it as comedy. You're not freaking Deadpool. It just the R rating in this film really gets annoying, guys.
And how is the R rating very annoying? You know what? We're gonna skip all of this to the end because I really do not want to hear all of this because it's very. I'm not gonna. Because he's not gonna give out any more real details why he hates the Suicide Squad 2021, even though I have not watched it yet.
I just don't like that at all. That's just so disturbing. That is way too far for a movie like this. Also, some characters that were in the original Suicide Squad, like Boomerang, for example, he was barely in this movie. He only got like 1 or 2 minutes of screen time, actually less than a minute of screen time. And yeah, he's totally wasted. And most of the movie, we're just introduced to these new characters, of course. Which, aside from aside from King Shark, these new characters just really lacked some personality, like I said earlier. I mean, come on, did critics really hated Captain Boomerang just because he was so stupid and annoying? I mean, yeah, so they decided to the team behind this one was like, let's just cut him out of the movie. Let's just write him out. I mean, come on, people. I mean, look at Ahsoka. People hated him in the 2008 Clone Wars movies. And that they decided to just write her out of the series, guys?
And what does Clone Wars have to do with your rant on the Suicide Squad 2021? Because so far, you're not even going into real details. You know what? We're gonna skip all the rest because I really do not want to hear a lot from this.
I'm honestly not surprised this film flopped at the box office and definitely made much less money than the 2016 film. Now, don't get me wrong. If you like this movie, that's awesome, guys. I'm really glad that you really love it, okay? I won't call you out. It's just your point of view of whatever you love or hate. I'll admit, I like apples, but I don't like papaya. Some people like to have spinach, mushrooms, and onions in their eggs, but I just think that's kind of gross. And in my point of view, I'm free to say that this film took away everything of what made this first Suicide Squad so amazing. And as my rating stands, guys, I can't rate this movie any higher than a 4. A 4 out of 10. I was going to give it a 2 or 3, guys, but I was like, nah, it's not that awful enough. 4 is fair enough. But of course, guys, what are your thoughts on this new Suicide Squad? Do you disagree with me? You just strongly prefer this one over the 2016 version? Or are you one of those people that do agree with me and do think that this film is pretty overrated? Comment below and let me know. And stay tuned, I will be doing a DCU ranking. That's right, gonna rate every single theatrical release, all 10 DCU movies.
Wow. Just absolutely wow. What an awful rant on the Suicide Squad 2021, despite I never seen it. Man, this rant was horrible. He didn't even go into real details why he hates it. Boy, oh boy, his behavior just gets worse and worse and worse. Here are some bad things. First, he did an extreme rant on Sting. Then he celebrated Frozen Fan 2004's termination. And then he did a rant on No Time to Die by celebrating Daniel Craig, James Bond's character. Man, his behavior just gets worse. Now I'm gonna sum this up to you. Inside Out Fan 2001, if you're watching this, you need to clean up your act. Like, literally, you're taking movies that you hate way to the extreme. And that's all I have to say. So that's all I have to say, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this commentary. Goodbye, everyone.